Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You've got Bert and Lanny, your favorite dividend investors out here in all of social media, guys. Today is all about just talking about three stocks to watch, three stocks to consider buying right now. You know, they're starting to hit some price movements that make your eyes go, one stock's almost down $100 in share price over a certain time period. Most of these stocks have been getting hurt a little bit in the last, 2 months, year to date, essentially. So let's find out about these three stocks.
Smash that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Let's freaking go. We got three big dividend stocks to watch right now. Three stocks that might be showing signs of undervaluation. Three stocks that may be stocks to buy now.
And again, these are three stocks actually in my portfolio, Bert. I think you own two of them.
Two. Yeah.
One is based in good old OH, their U.S. headquarters, at least, right down the road from me, actually, which is hilarious.
Massive building. Massive building. Yep.
Yeah.
You're talking about Taj Mahal, the headquarters. This one's up there.
Yeah. Good Lord. Prices are going to be as of February 21st. We will run each stock through the DD stock screener. Price to earnings ratio less than the S&P 500. Dividend payout ratio less than 60%. 3, history of growing dividends at an above average dividend growth rate. Hopefully, we'll look at the dividend yield as a bonus metric. We'll see how they've performed year to date and since last year. Very interesting because we've really never talked about this first stock too much or too often.
No, we haven't. But again, as we joke around, we drive by it in this company. It's refreshing to see them slow down. They're a company that's been on a tear over the last 5 years. This has been a great half decade to a decade for this company. Year to date, they're down 10% though. Last 52 weeks, they're only up 4%. So they've slowed down a little bit over the last 52 weeks.
Yeah, we're talking about Eaton Corp. Ticker symbol is ETN. This stock is now 118 billion in market cap.
Crazy.
And as Bert said, they are down 10% now so far in 2025. That sounds like it's nothing. Now, their 52-week high, I think, was closer to 375, 380. So I think the fact that they are at 297 is pretty amazing because, they're down about, $75 to $80 per share right now from that 52-week high.
So let's see how they run through the metrics. Let's see what the metrics are looking like for Eaton.
Let's see it.
Their price is $297.37. That earnings per share is $12.04. That gives you a price to earnings ratio of about 25x, just a hair under.
Yeah, so kind of at the market right now, not undervalued, not overvalued. So kind of priced okay right now. They pay a 94-cent dividend. $3.76 for the year. So that payout ratio is still really low at 31%. So a very safe dividend.
Yeah, their 5-year dividend growth rate is 5.8%, and they've increased that dividend for 11 years. So they are about halfway to becoming a dividend aristocrat, which is a company that has increased its dividend for 25 consecutive years.
Now, guys, that dividend yield, though, is low, very lower yielding but higher appreciating stock. The yield is about 1.26% at the time of this video. So, not a yield that I love to see with that type of dividend growth rate. But again, the last 5 years, they're up 183% from a stock price standpoint. So you definitely get some of that benefit despite the lower yield.
It's hard to grow the dividend at the same clip that the stock price is growing to keep that up. So that's fantastic. So Eaton, to summarize, PE 24/7, payout ratio of 31%, 5-year growth rate of 5.80%, increase that dividend for 11 consecutive years with a yield of 1.26%.
Not a stock I'm running to buy right now, because they were way overvalued, I want to say, over the last 12 to 18 months, starting to come back down to earth.
Yep.
And it would take a lot more for me to be interested, especially because my entry price was, I think, during COVID, maybe when I bought Eaton Corp. So my price is very low to where they're at. Again, they're at 297 right now.
Yeah.
So it would take a lot of movement downwards for me to get interested. It might have to be like $240 a share. So like maybe like a 20% drop.
Well, so for all the people that might be laughing at that, just remember it's already down 10%. So 10% brought it to the table. Now let's put it on the watch list. Let's just keep an eye on it. We're not saying you always have to buy a stock when you're analyzing it. You got to know your price point. The whole point of doing the analysis and running it is to leave it with a decision. Yes, no, maybe. This is in the maybe category. Laney at least now has a direction of where he wants to buy Eaton, even though it's not there yet. So that's a very successful outcome for the screener.
Yeah. Now we're going to get into stock number 2. Guys, we're heading into the defense industry. Most people are talking about Lockheed Martin, but today we're going to talk about General Dynamics. Ticker symbol is GD. They are down 7% this year at $243.06. And we're going to see what they look like within the stock screener, because that PE ratio, that first metric, 1485 forward earnings, is looking 16.4 PE ratio.
All right, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Dividend is $5.68. That gives you a payout ratio of below 40%. That's a 38% payout ratio.
Yeah, and just for a frame of reference, Lockheed's PE is very similar. And I think Lockheed's payout ratio is a little bit higher than GD's.
Yep, absolutely right. The Lockheed PE is 16 and their payout ratio is 48%. So, yep.
Yep, and I think we just did these two stocks, I want to say a couple of videos ago when we were kind of comparing the two. So let's look at the dividend growth history, guys. They're a dividend aristocrat.
Boom.
They've been through a lot with increasing dividends. Again, doing it for 30 years since the mid-90s. 6.85% is that 5-year dividend growth rate on average.
All right. Their yield is 2.34%. Okay. Yeah. All right. Their yield is 2.34, just above its 5-year yield of 2.26%. So back to even after the price has come down.
Yeah. Interesting. Down 11% since last year, 67 billion by market cap. Again, another stock that I'm not running to buy right now. Do I like the company? Sure. If you haven't bought any defensive stocks, now could be a great time to buy either GD or LMT. Me personally, I think I'd rather see the yield be at least at 2.5%. So like maybe a $225 price point.
Yeah, I think that's fair. The defense sector is going through a lot right now, especially as people are talking about the budget and what's going to happen to it. I think I saw an article that said they're saying they want defense spending to come down 8% next year. So that's obviously going to impact defense spending, but the budget's still about $900 billion. So like 8% down, where's the spending going to come from? You would still think the Lockheeds and the General Dynamics are still going to have a lot of pie to eat from the defense budget. So it could be a great time.
Interesting, guys. So pinning that one as well, but it's a great stock that I'm watching. Again, a dividend aristocrat. All right, guys, time for the third stock. This one, it could be in every household here. Mm-hmm. This one, you might have the card. You might be a member here. You might use them on a frequent basis. You might be taking your runs here quite often. Because, Bert, what company is this?
Target, ticker symbol TGT. Target's also had a tough year. Everything that Walmart's saying they're doing successfully right now, Target is doing the opposite. In the sense of sentiment from consumers, down 9.42% year to date. They are down 18% over the last 52 weeks. They've had a fantastic run up and a rebound for a while. They had a turnaround story, but growth is slowing, growth is stalling, and consumers are just not as positive on Target as they are other retailers. I think that's probably the best way to say it.
Yeah, Target is now kind of trying to match up with Walmart Plus. They have their program as well that's very similar. We're a red card member household, so we get a lot of those perks. Bert is as well. They still have self-checkout lines, which is still great. I was at a Walmart yesterday, and I was like, "Where's the self-checkout?" And mine does not have them anymore.
Yeah, and I would say the area that Target for parents has been fantastic. The way that they cater towards parents getting the deals for diapers, wipes, food, they do a really good job of making sure that in those early stages of a child's life, you just think Target, you think the red card, you think all the discounts, Target Circle, and you just stay there. And it's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta love it. Spend 75, get 15 or 25 back when you buy wipes and diapers, and that's very easy to get through. If you know, you know, guys. So that's Target. Let's let them keep the stock.
Like they do it for adult diapers too, which he takes
Yeah,
advantage.
those male Depends, man. I can't get enough. I haven't had to go to the bathroom physically in years. No, I'm kidding. Um, let's go through this screener, guys. That first metric, that PE ratio, forward earnings 869, share price 124.27, back in the 120s. Whew. PE is 14 times earnings right now.
Ooh, all right. Their annual dividend's $4.48. That's a payout ratio of 51%. Right in the money.
Not bad, not bad. 5-year growth rate 11.67%. Been doing it for 53 years because they are a dividend aristocrat / dividend king.
Let's go. That yield is 3.61%, which is above its 5-year average yield of 2.42%.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, crushing that 5-year yield. Again, down 9.5% this year, down 18% since last year, 57 billion in market cap.
All right. Target.
Is there still a place for Target in the retail industry?
Yeah, I would say so. They've done turnarounds before. I mean, still Target.
Right.
And I hate to say it that way.
Right.
I don't see Target. I don't think what's happening to Target right now is like the same as your Kmart's of the world. So that would be my assessment. They haven't hit that point.
Yeah, and they've got a lot of things to keep you engaged in there. Target is almost a weekly visit from us, whether it's for something quick for food, maybe it's a frozen pizza, maybe it's a new pair of shoes for our toddler or son. Maybe it's, again, we needed to buy $75 worth of wipes and diapers and whatnot. Yeah. So we've been making plenty of runs to Target.
Yep. So again, everybody, here are the 3 stocks. Put the chart up. Eaton, General Dynamics, Target, 3 stocks Laney owns, 3 stocks that are on the watch list, none of which are in those buy zone just yet, but it's always worth watching, and it's always really important to know what is that price point for which you will buy it.
Yep, they're all getting close. Target's probably the closest, GD's middle, and then Eaton is quite a bit away, guys. So let us know, what do you guys think of these 3 stocks? Are these 3 stocks that you're considering to buy? Are these 3 stocks you're watching? What other stocks are you hoping comes down in price? Let us know in the comments below.
If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and remember, you're either with us or you're against us, Jack.
That was Bert the Herd and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats, over and out.